Good evening, sir. Good evening, classmates. I am Rochelle C. Pañares, the last reporter from the reading group. You have heard already a while ago from the previous reporters of what is reading and its different contexts and examples. Now this time, I'll be sharing with you the importance of reading in early childhood education and the tips on how to make reading becomes more fun and enjoyable. Whether you're reading a classic novel or fairy tales before bed, reading aloud to children is significantly important to your child's life. It's undeniable that a child's reading skills are important to their success in school, work, and life in general. Now, let's find out how reading can support children in shaping their future as we go through with our discussion with its importance in early childhood education. Reading is important in early childhood education because, first, it supports cognitive development. It has been proven and tested as what we have observed. Upon reading, our learners began to think and understand what they see, hear, and read, or they even go beyond it, as they create different images in their mind. Therefore, the more adults or teachers read aloud to their children or learners, the larger their vocabularies will grow, and the more they will know and understand the world. The importance of reading in early childhood education is it improves language skills. Reading books and stories really help to engage and entertain kids while encouraging their attempts at picking up speech and language. The sooner the children learn to read, the more the opportunities they have to encounter the written words. So, the more exposure then leads to better spelling, grammar, writing, and oral communication. Just like what happened to my 3-year-old nephew named Kedmil. Now let's take a look with some of his videos. Let's have the first one.
What are you doing? I'm singing. I'm dancing. I'm turning around. I'm happy. I'm swimming. I'm happy. Jump, jump. Stop, stop. Tick, tick.
Okay, as what you have observed, he's very good already in reading despite his very young age. Another thing that Kedmil amazes me is his oral communication. He's not really shy in expressing his ideas based on what he had read. Now let's take a look with the second video.
Hello guys, good morning. Our verse for today is Proverbs 18:21. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. Two things to ponder, guys. Listen carefully. Number 1, be careful what to say. Number 2, speak blessing. That's all, guys.
Isn't it amazing, guys, how the language skills of my nephew has been honed through earlier exposure in reading? Well, the answer is yours. Now let's have the third one. It prepares for academic success. Early reading with your child is a true one-on-one opportunity for children to communicate with their parents and parents to communicate with their children. Numerous studies have shown that those students who are exposed to reading before preschool are more likely to do well when they reach their period of formal schooling. Do you agree with this statement, guys? Me, I would love to agree with this, as based on Cadmiel's videos a while ago showing how good he is in reading even at a very young age, in which it does not only develop his communication skills well, but also it develops his academic performance. I'm proud to say that Cadmiel had surpassed daycare with flying colors, but due to his age, he needs to re-enroll this incoming school year. Supposed to be iring-iring pa ni siya, guys. 3 years old pa man. However, he had gained so much achievements. Very amazing, right? Katarman Draw until Representative, Provincial Draw until Representative, Excellence Award, Good Leader Award, Art Award, Poetic Kid Award. It's just, I Know My ABC Award, and so on and so forth. That's the power of exposing the child in reading at a very early age. It really resonates. Now let's move on to the fourth importance of reading in early childhood education. It develops a special bond with your child. It goes without saying that reading to your child on a regular basis can help you forge a stronger relationship with them. When it comes to children, one of the most important things you can do to positively influence their development is to spend time with them. Reading to your children provides a great opportunity to set up a regular shared event where you can look forward to spending time together. With shared reading, your child will trust and expect that you will be there for them. Just like what I did to my son when he was younger. I usually read him stories before bedtime. At first, lisod siya i-maintain, but later it became our habit. And that pleasant experience created a sense of comfort to my son and developed his love not just to me but also to reading. Next is, it improves imagination and creativity. Young children naturally have a capacity to dream big and use their imaginations. Reading aloud to your child helps them use their imaginations to explore people, places, times, and events beyond their own experiences. Reading as an imaginative activity can open doors to all kinds of new worlds for your child. By widening your child's imagination, your child is more likely to dream bigger and act creatively, which can benefit their school, work, and life in the future. Next is, it increases concentration and discipline. As what we have observed, very young children rarely sit still for long, and it oftentimes difficult to get them to focus. Right? Kita na kutasan nga magsigukod anak nila. Or sigig pamadlo nga dili magsigig balhin-balhin og lingkuranan or dili magsigig tabi together with their seatmates. But when you introduce regular reading to your children or to your learners, you may start to observe a change in behavior. Toddlers may initially squirm and become distracted during story time, but eventually they'll learn to stay put for the duration of the book. Na, ito, yung sad good ang akong baby, guys, before. Sige lang yun na siya, dagandagan. But every time nga, diba, as what I've mentioned earlier, that we developed a reading habit before that time. And during that hour, mupuyo na yun na siya, guys, para maminaw sa story. Okay?
Now let's have the last but not the least.
It supports a lifelong love of reading. According to studies have shown, if you can instill a lot of reading at an early age, then A commitment to lifelong learning is sure to follow. Agree? Yeah. We should present books as sources of pleasant, valuable, and exciting experiences. Children who value books are motivated to read on their own and will likely to continue to practice independent reading throughout the rest of their lives. Now let's move on discussing some of the tips to make reading more fun and enjoyable. First, put on different voices for different characters. Of course,
You have to change the tone of your voice.
you have to use facial expressions and be enthusiastic. Di kay magmika lata nga magduka hasta tong mga bata nagmika na nga naminaw nito. So, we need to animate our voice
As much as it is needed.
for how you read can make a massive difference. Second, be engaging and creative. In what way? How to do that? If you have the talent in singing, then you can narrate your story by singing, rapping, acting, using props, finger puppets, or even use the latest technology. They all can help to engage your child. As the world constantly evolving, likewise the needs of our learners. So we need to address that accordingly, okay? Next is encourage the child to join in. Going to encourage them. Can they recognize certain letters or words? You can ask them questions about the pictures. What do you think is happening? What do you think might happen next?
By asking those provocative questions, you allow the kids to feel free in sharing their opinions, and the moment you listen to them, you let them feel how you value them.
And the last but not the least, make it special. Instead of just reading the story in the same old way, you have to go outside the box. You can listen to audiobooks, serve a reading-centric snacks, create a reading space where the kids can read and relax on their own, or let the kids choose their favorite book in a way that they can connect with the story. Somehow they wouldn't thought reading as a chore, but as something exciting.
As what Dr. Zeus said,
The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go.
that ends our report. Once again, good evening.